Reality forks. Reality forks. Reality forks. What could it mean, if it means anything, if God exists in not only the hearts and minds, but in the reality of some people's experience, and yet God does not exist in the reality and experience of, say, the lab oratory, or from atheists' point of views? Could it mean that there's a Tao, another higher level out of which reality forks? I can imagine that just as with pluralism, people of many denominations have been able to work together and exist together, it's possible that for God people and non-God people, people who don't care about God at all, never think about God, people that think about God all the time, that they can all coexist. I would say they probably do, except for at the fringes, for the fundamentalists, the fundamental atheists, the anti-God people, and the fundamentalists that want to blow everything up. I think that if there is a mutual respect, then that might be the meaning of the meaning. There's a verse somewhere in the Bible, one of the last ones, I'm not sure who says it, maybe Micah, that in the end times everybody will go to the Holy Land and they will all come in the name of their own God. But as for the prophet that was speaking, they, presumably the Jews, would stay in the name of their own God. I don't know if atheists have a God or a non-God. I suppose that's okay to walk in the name of a non-God, or not walk in the name of anything, to just go out for a walk. I guess it's the bookkeeper in me that wants to reconcile all the views, to make them all balance. And for me, in the balance, they're all views. I don't take them too literally, although I do take them quite literally. Sometimes I like to think that when a paradigm is accepted or adopted, then a reality may be entered into. And when a paradigm is rejected, then there is no entrance. That reality is closed off. That universe is inaccessible. I like to think in terms of Venn diagrams. So perhaps an image for me here, as I try to imagine, certain views might not intersect, but they could be tangential on the surface of what is currently seen as planet Earth. All these tangential views revolve around, and they surface on the surface of the planet. The views grow out of the Earth as if they had minds of their own. I don't mind if they do. A lot of times I pay no attention to them at all. And when they do, spelled D-E-W, when they condense and sit there on a leaf, at times they leave me in wonder, as a tree in the fall. To divide the words, to touch the tree. No, don't touch that one. Touching that one leads to a fall. There is much truth in many a myth. It could be I'm barking up the wrong tree. I might be barking at many trees. When a tree falls and there's no one around, what would it sound like if someone had ultrasound? If a tree fell at night, would it look the same as it did in the day? At night, are the leaves really green, or are they gray? It's tempting to think there's an absolute frame of reference, and to reverence various frames. To frame the picture might be a frame-up, a plot doomed from the get-go. to play hide and seek, to play lost and found. Consciousness mushrooms, as if out of the ground, to grind up these words, to chew on these thoughts. I repeat myself like bears in the woods. A rational number, past the decimal point, will tend to do that. Irrational numbers, not so much. So I'm glad that I appear to myself to be more rational than irrational, if not complex. How real are the real numbers? How thin is the line to read between it? To chop up the points, to find the point of no return, the point of the meaning. Nonsense. The point of origin. Nothing really. Nothing to begin with. And in many ways, we are it. To map the points, to create a grid, to measure all the measures that go into measuring. It reminds me of a song. This is my quest. Well, the key, I don't think I can sing on key, so I better not try that. The key to the uncarved block, to key off of words. This might be my cue, this might be a clue, all for nothing. That is the point of origin. Expanding out in all directions, in all dimensions. It's no small thing. No, not then, not now, not anymore. It's everything. It means everything. But don't be alarmed. Hit the snooze. Go back to sleep. It'll be okay. A dance of energy. Words at play. Stardust, yeah, it gets in my eyes. At times there are specks, at times there are beams. At times everything is not all as it seems. SEAMS. And yet, at times it is. Enough is enough. What's with all this stuff? Oh, YouTube, you have gone too far now. Where will it all end? To where? W-E-A-R? W''EAR? To here? H''EAR? To here? H''ERE? There are words I can write much better than I can say. All in a daze recording.